FMtraining.tv. My name is Margaret Carlton. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. I'm here at the wonderful Nick Hunter. Welcome. It's good. We're here to talk about FileMaker, which is always fun. It's always good to see my regulars. Always good to see all my usual people hanging out. I know that you are all divided between 3 different platforms. We do stream to 3 different platforms: YouTube, Discord, and Twitch. Feel free to say hi on whichever one that you're on. If you'd like to support the channel, we'd greatly appreciate it. We have our paid subscriptions. If you've bought one already, thank you very much. It's legitimately very appreciated. Helps keep things running. We have Basic, Plus, and Complete. For these, this one has the actual FileMaker. If you don't actually own a FileMaker Pro, this one comes with a license for it. The other 2 are basically different levels of video. Even the basic subscription has a ton of video. It's all our 3 primary courses, so it's Go, Pro, and Server, I believe, are the basic courses included. If you don't like the live stream setup, because I know a lot of people don't, feel free to pick up the actual videos. They're recorded. You can back up if the presenter talks too fast. I know that I have been accused of talking too fast, literally since I've been like 4. So you can back up. Thankfully, I don't really present. I think I've only ever presented once. I'm just here to watch you all go. So, with that being said, I'm kind of inclined to hand it over to you, Nick. Nick, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for your introduction, and I'm doing good. And today we do the day 2 on the part layouts, right? So layout parts, I don't know how they call that. And so let me share my screen here. So what we talk about is those things here, the part setup here, right? So how they work, how they behave. So yesterday we saw about, the body, the top, navigation, the header, title header, all those things here. We navigate through them. And we worked a little bit on the sub-summary, sorted by, right? And today I'm going to continue this demonstration. And sorry, my voice, I have a cold and I have a cough. So I'm sorry. If I have to cough, I will put my mic on mute.
No, you're
So
good.
yeah, it's okay. It's because I'm living with the AC on all day long. So that the benefits of Colombia. It's very hot here. So the part setup. So we left yesterday on the sub-summary by sorted by, right? So that means it's doing like a aggregation based on the sort order, right? So you sort by the country, and then we have so this is for one country, right? So I have only Powers people, and Albania, I have those people. I don't know why I have always the same name. It's because I might have imported many times the same file to have but it's okay. Never mind. So it's for the demonstration anyway. So so I have all the countries, so country and letters, right? And letters like this, for the same country. So um, so he's doing aggregation by country and then by initial and then by name. Okay. So and here you can see I added something for you. I added a number. So it's an amount, whatever, can be an amount paid this month or received. We don't care about what the number is, but it's a currency, it's a number. This is a number, right? And I'm going to build a summary, so a total of amounts. Okay, amounts. It's a summary. It's a summary field. It's a total of amounts, right? So total of amount. Okay, and I'm going to put this summary field here. I'm going to put the summary field in the sub-summary, correct? By country, right? So I'm going to put this here. This is a total. Total if I going to put that in bold, and I'm going to put that as a currency as well, right? So I'm going to put this summary field in the sub summary by country. And this is what happened. So I have, let me put that correctly. So I have the total for the American island, something like this. Or I don't know what this country is, but let's say which country is this? Antarctica, for example. I have 72,580, which is the total of all those, right? Those records from here to here, right? I know it's correct, right? So from here to here, right? This is a total for all Antarctica. So the summary field has, the sub-summaries and the summary parts has impact on the summary fields, right? So the summary fields are smart enough to do the calculation based on this. Now, what happens if I put this, the same field, right? I put it here, right? So let's take Antarctica. So for Antarctica, I have 72,580. For the all the L, I have 44,007. For the M, 14,000, right? And for the S, 2,391, because I have only one. So the summary here, so here I have the summary for the whole Antarctica, and here I have the summary for the L, summary for the M, and summary for the S and T, right? See how it works? So now I want to have a total, right? I want the grand total. I want the total of this. I want the total of the 1750 record, right? So what do I do? Well, I create a trailing ground summary where I'm going to put this same fields on the trailing ground summary. And what happened is, if I go to the end, well, this is a total of my 1750 records, right? So what happened if I do this? A smaller font set. And I sort like this, to activate all the sub-summaries and stuff like this. Boom. So now it reshuffle all the sub-summary total based on the font set, right? So their summary fields have huge impact, right? Huge impact on this, right? You can see it breaks depending on the sort and depending on what the key of the sort key, right? And depending on which sort key. This is for by country, this is for the letter L, and the bottom is for the grand total, right? So do we have any question on this?
Not that I see any, so you're good at the moment.
Okay, so let's talk about this now. Something that, I want to talk about this, the page break before each occurrence, the page break after every occurrence, and the risk. Okay, so all of this, right? So let's start with this. Page break before each occurrence, right? So this works only on on preview, prints, save as PDF, right? So what is an occurrence for FileMaker, right? An occurrence is something on this, with the sub-summary fields, sub-summary sorted by, okay? So you can see here, this is normal, right? This is normal. But if I put myself in browse mode, in preview mode, you can see. So it's putting, a page break. So before each occurrence. So in this example, it's a little bit too much. So I have too many occurrence. So let's put some less. So I'm going to only put country. So here I have a country. Right? So if I do a page break before, right? See, it's doing this. So it's kind of weird, the before occurrence. To be honest with you, I never used this before occurrence. I never had a use for this. But page break after occurrence, yes, this I did, right? So, but I don't have a good example for that. I need to have a better example. What can I do? Maybe if I do a sub-summary after. So let's do a sub-summary by country before. Instead of putting before, I'm going to put it after, right? No, let's go there. Let's go there. Page, part setup. So let's duplicate this layout first because I don't want to mess up this layout. So let's call it 4. Then I can do whatever I want here. So let's reorganize this. I'm going to put this after the body. I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to put this here, right? And I'm going to remove this. So I have a grand total after, right? After. So for each country, I have for each country. So I can add the country here. I don't know if I have, yeah, I have country. So let's remove this. Oops. So for each country, I have a total here. So why is doing this? Why is doing this? It shouldn't be. I might switch to another topic and then come back to more on this because I don't understand why he's doing this. Page break before each occurrence. He's doing this all the time. It's weird. So if I don't do restart, yeah, that's okay. Why is doing this? I have no idea. He's okay. Page break after each occurrence. Oh, here. So you see here, yeah, I need to put myself in page setup, and I'm putting myself in landscape. Right, still too small. So let's put this a little bit here. Let's put this smaller, then I can see. Okay, put myself here. Still small, but let's do this. Do this and do this. Okay. So I want after each occurrence, that means after each time I'm changing country, right? I want a page break. So let's see without a page break, it's like this. One country, another one, and I reach the limit, right? So let me show all records, sort by country. Okay, so I have all the records. I'm going browse mode, and this is what I get, right? Is continuously, it continue like this, right? So if I change this and I go here and I said, put a page break here after one occurrence, this is what happened. Each occurrence is a new page. I have a page break for each country, right? I have a page break, see? Boom, 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 boom. Before it was continuous. Now it's broken like this, right? See? Like this. So this is when I have a page break after every occurrence. Okay? I can say every two occurrence. So now if I go here, every two occurrence, I have a page break. Right? Here I have two occurrence and I have a page break. Here I have one occurrence, then another occurrence, and then I have a page break. Correct? Right? So you can ask as many occurrence you want, right? Most of the time we ask for one occurrence. Then we can ask, right? In a footer, I can put here in an insert, we can insert the page number symbol, right? So this is a page number. That the page number only happens on preview, print, and save. Okay. On browse mode, I don't have it because I don't have a page. It's a list. So I don't know which page until I go browse mode, a preview mode, save and print. Here I have the page number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I have a page number here. Correct? Right? Wow. Now I can ask right here to restart the page number after each occurrence. What that means. Page one, here I have page one as well. Here it's page one as well because I have only one page. Here page one, page one, page one. Here page one, always page one, right? But here I have page two. Why? Because it's one occurrence, but require two pages to show all records. So here, page one, page one, page one, page one, continue, right? Oh, here we have a page two. I have page one and I have page two. See? So because I ask to restart the page number after each occurrence based on this, right? So this, I will show you what is for, okay? I will show you what it's for. It's allow, but this is for when you're not in page in what's the name in list view. List view, it doesn't have impact, right? Doesn't have impact in list view, but in form view, yes. So I'm going to show you this, but first I want to finish the list view. So the page break before each occurrence, right, is when, so this is, let's keep it break. So the page break before the occurrence is when you have this configuration. Now I remember. So let's say I have this configuration, the part setup, and the subsummary is a leading subsummary, right? Is a leading. And then I say, okay, I want a page break before each occurrence, right? So now is going to put a page break before each occurrence. Before, because it's on top. After is because it was at the bottom. When you put the total, if I put back the country name here, I have the page break before this. That means the break happened before Afghanistan, before Albania, before Algeria, before American Samoa, right? Before. If I put after, this is what I get. I get this and this and this and this and this, which doesn't make any sense. I want that to be before each occurrence, correct? And of course, I have a page number that works, that follows when I have two. I don't know if I have two here. Where I have two? Boom, 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 boom. Don't have two? Well, oh, because I'm at the end. At the beginning, I have some that goes with two, but it should have come with two, but I don't know. I have only one here. You should have said two, by the way. Oh, yeah. Restart page number after each occurrence. I don't know. Anyway, do you have any questions?
Not at the moment. So
Okay. So now let's have a new layout, completely new, in a form view, right? And I'm going to show here, the page break. So this here is the symbol of your page on the printing meaning of page. I mean, if I go here, this is my page on preview, right? If I change the page setup to portrait, that change. And that changed on my layout as well. See? See here? So what happened when I have something like this? Right? Well, you do this, right? So I'm printing like this. So if I say, allow part to break across, you know, but this is, you see, it goes like this. It's different. So I said I can cross, allow to break across. If I do this, it looks different, right? So it go to the next page pretty much, right? But if I say allow part to break across the page boundaries, right? That means, see, it goes, it breaks, right? It continue like this, page like this. I'm going to show you this with a text, right? So if, right? So this is, and if you say discard reminder, well, you discard, right? So it doesn't break. I mean, it doesn't show the what next. It let it go, right? Remember, here I have this, that crossing here is passing the boundary. If I say discard, if I don't say discard, it shows me the leftover. If I say discard remainder, it goes away. you don't have the thing here, correct? Right? So now, let's show you this with a poll, right? So first, last, country, add the last country and amount. I have a poll here, right? See, so I have a poll, but what happens if I have a poll that goes across this, the boundary, right? So this is what I'm saying. Oh, do I have the discount? Yeah. So this is the normal behavior on printing. All of this is printing, right? All of this is for the printing, right? See, it show you the left, what left of the portal. It show you this on the on the other on the other page, right? See, like this. Well, now if I say break, you do this, right? Continue, 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 continue like this. And if I say discard, well, it doesn't show you, it break. I mean, it goes to the page, the bottom of the page, and then it goes, right? Right? So this is how this works, right? So the difficulty here now, right, is when you want to build something a little bit more complex, right, with FileMaker, right? Let's say you want to combine um, multiple polls, for example, right? You want to combine multiple polls, right? And you want the poll to adapt itself, right? So let's start a little bit on this. I will come tomorrow with a better example, right? Because we don't have any question about this, right? About the page crossing along and stuff like this, right?
There's a question about summary. So I'm going to
Go ahead.
I have a book database where I group books by author with the summary field count of books. I want to follow the count of books field with either book or books according to whether the count is a 1 or a more. But when I test the value count of books, I never get true when I compare to the value of 1. How do I correctly test the summary amount?
Hmm. You need to explain to me that way. It's an interesting question. I like this challenges. So you have books. So what you want? Can you reformulate a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like basically that she has multiple books, or she can have one or many books, but she wants like the word next to like the book to either be book or books, depending whether she has one or a lot. Like,
Yes.
so
But you can't figure out the summary. That
she
means
can't figure out the calculation to make the hide condition go either way, I think.
oh you want so you want the plural.
She wants the plural to only appear when there's multiple books. So like if it has 4 books, she wants it to say 4 books. But if there's only
Yeah.
one book, she wants it to say 1 book.
Okay. If I'm doing with the found count, right? If get found count equal 1, it's book. Otherwise, is books, right? And you have like this, get found count. And so I have 1,750 books. So let's put this, let's say No. Let's say records, right? So this is, I mean, you didn't figure out this, right? So now, uh, you want by the summary, you want to know how many records you have here on the summary, right?
Yes, like she wants to.
How
She
many
wants like
records?
how many records in the summary? So if it's yeah,
Okay.
she wants that to change from like record to records to one record, basically. If
Yeah. Okay. So you have the count of, right? Count of and whatever. Something you know you are. So that's the reason why I'm putting the ID contact, right? I always have a field with an ID, always. Why I'm doing this, I'm showing you it. Always I have this field. So I'm going to put an ID here on all here, get UUID. So now I have a UUID on every single record. So now I can count on it. Count of, right? Contact ID. I can count this because I know I have something there. It's a summary field and it's a count of ID because I know this is always field. Because I cannot count an address. Maybe I have a record without address. Maybe I have a record without an amount. Maybe I have a record without a country. So it won't be counted. If I say count country and country is empty, it won't count it. But here, this I know in every single record I have something. So I can count on it, right? So count of contact ID. Thanks to this, now, right? So the count of give me how many records I have. Uh, 4 records, 3, 6, 11. Correct? So now let's remove this. Not the count, the found count, but the count on it, right? Well, why? Because why didn't it work on the, oh, I need to summarize this in the calculation. Sorry. I need to do a summary. Get summary on this break fields country, right? So here we need to do a let statement because I don't want to calculate this multiple times. So let me try this first and see if it works. Normally it should work. What happened? Can't, oh. Yaps. So to get a summary field to work inside the calculation, because if it's outside, if I put the summary field here like this, well, it works automatically. The sort, it will work on the sort, right? Automatically. I get it for free. But in the calculation, in any calculation, I need to say get summary, the summary field, and sorted by country. Look, the get summary. Which summary field you want, this is a summary field, and which break field which is pretty much the sort field you use to break that. I break by country, correct? If I want to do the same, but by initial, I need to come here and to change this by initial. Then now I have by initial, but I need to put back the sort by initial. Boom. So for Albania, I have 6 records in total, 3 for M and 3 for T. But look here, 1 record, 6 records, 1 record, 6 records, right? Because because this is a English grammar. If you have 1 record is record, otherwise is records. Because in English, even if you have 0, it will say records, right? This is the English grammar. This doesn't work in French, but works in English. So you need to adapt this technique to whatever language you are in. In French, this is not working because 0 record in French is record. There's no S with 0, which makes sense to me, but it's another story. I don't want to launch the language war here, but 0 records in English, 0 record in French. So in French, that will be this. If it's more than 1, you put S, otherwise you put nothing. Or you said if count equals 0, right? No, if count equal 1, no, if count superior than 1 is records, otherwise is record. 0 or 1, this is for French. This is for English, right? But anyway, the calculation is like this. And to get the summary field working in the sort order within the subsummary, this is how you need to do. You need to do the get summary. Will you ever use the get summary in the audience?
People are saying they don't really use it, actually.
Yeah, if you want to do something like this, it could be in the field as well, right? But it's working well in the calculation layout like this, To get this, for example, it works very well, right? So
Yes, no,
this,
absolutely. So,
right? So let's see if we can get a little bit further, right? And to see how this tool works. Since I have some time here, I don't want to start the layout or, this will be something I want to do tomorrow. So let's talk about this, right? So those things, so I try to remember, right? So I have the total amount, and I have a running, right? So, but I have too much thing here. Let's remove some. So the running, 6 record. Yeah, so it's doing the total. Is better on the other example here with this country at the end. Yeah, at the end. So the running, it's increasing, right? So when you say running, so it says is increasing this plus this plus this plus this plus is running. If I remove the running, is doing this, the total of this, the total of this, the total of this, the total of this. But if you say running, right, it changes. Is the total of this plus the total of this plus the total of this plus the total of this. See the difference between the running and the non-running, correct? Did you know that? That is interesting when you want to do a break like by country, you know. So can be interesting like this, you know. So you can say this is one country, this is another one, this is another one. So it breaks, but it add the total. It's a running total, right? Right. So after that, right, you can restart after break, right, for each sorted group, right? So you can sort by, I don't know, by, I don't know if I do by country again here, it will be the same. I don't have a good example for this. By initial, for example, but this will be, it will broke. So 34 plus this. I don't have a good example for that, to be honest with you. But it's more if you want to, yeah, I need to come with a better example on this. I'm going to work on this for tomorrow, and to come with a good example. I don't have something coming to my mind here, right? So I need to come with an example. I need to find one. Or do you have an example of this? Are you using this?
I have never used that.
Okay. Yeah, I need to come with an example.
Mm-hmm.
I might ask um, somebody in in RCC to give me an example. I don't use that much neither. I use that. I use that on the invoice system most of the time. The summary for a group, but and this is also is based on this. I need to get an example for this. But anyway, let's start something else. Okay, let's start the this example here. So let me grab a text here. Let me grab a text. So let me grab this. It's the what we use as an example for text, right? And I'm going to create here a new table. Table 2. Right? And I'm going to put text, right? And I'm going to put this layout on table 2. And here I have a text field. text field that is like this, right? Correct? And this in this text field, I'm going to put this new record. I'm going to put this, right? And on another record, I'm going to put a larger text here. So I'm going to put a larger text, right? And I'm going to put this again here, right? So I have two texts here. So, and I want to present this as a list view. Right? It's a list view. See? So I have this text here, this text here. When I print it, this is how it happened, right? See? So let me put it smaller to prevent this here. So see the part here. So that's something interesting too. Here, my layout goes over the page boundary, correct? My body is going over the page boundary. When I print it, this is what happened. I have my page blank and my second record and blank. Why? Is because I'm passing the page boundary. So I need to make this smaller, see, on top of the line or a little bit before. If I go browse mode, preview mode or print or save as PDF, I don't have, right? See? So now, what happens if I'm adding a footer? Well, you see here, with the footer, I have the page break here. So that means now I will have this again, right? It breaks. And if I have a larger text like this, right? In this, if I have a larger text like this, it will do something like this, right? Put the leftover there, right? So this is very important to show the page break if you want to print something and to make sure. But of course, that's the challenge here is when you print the setup and you have a dedicated printer, correct? When you have a dedicated printer, because this is for any printer, right? But if you have a printer with different settings, different size, in different printer you have different borders, so it can be different. This can be very different. So this works for any printer, right? So what you need to do, you need to make this smaller and then get this until you stop seeing the page break. So now I'm correct because I made this, but if I made this bigger, right, boom, my page break is back here, right? See? That means I'm over page break. Boom, right? If I make this bigger, page break. This, boom. Here I'm okay. I'm okay, right? That's the page break. Same here. If I pass this, well, it's cutting, right? So you need to make sure that your field is there. Any question?
Yes. How did you, not necessarily related directly to this, how did you make a record country to show like the A dot 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 land island?
Oh, no, this is because it came, my sample data came like this. You know, uh, when I build this, when I import the data from it came like this. I don't know why came like this. This is my, what's the name? Sample data that you know, I used. It came like this. I don't know. So don't. I have no way to do that. I can do that if you want. You know, I can show you how to do that. You know. So if you want to short something like this, okay. Let's say I want to mimic something like this, and you know, to see like this with the country, for example. So if I say, where do I have the country here? The country here, see here, right? So show this. So I want to do this. I want to cut the country, right? So you go there and you say left, left, country free, right? And dot 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 and right, country, I don't know, 5, right? So you cut it, or 3, like this. You can do something like this, right? So you can cut like this, but it's not, doing something automatic is impossible. You know, like if it's too short to show the things, you know, there's no way to do that automatically, right? So uh, I don't know. Other question?
Um, Canberra mentioned that it looks like it's cutting off some at the bottom.
Yeah. So this is where I'm coming. Okay. So I have this field here. So let's put the field minimal. I have this field here. And then you can see it broke, right? It broke. So if I have a big, if I have a big text, so let's, you know, have a big text like this, it cuts. So how I can make sure I can see everything? So make a big, 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 big layout like this. Okay. And I make this bigger, right? And I go until there. So now it shows all on 2 pages, but I have a bunch of blank stuff because he want to print all of this. Free page. So I will have free page all the time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, you know. I mean, I will always have free pages because my objects, the weight, the height of the object is free page. 1 page here, another page here, and another page here is free page. Well, this is where this comes, right? I want to show that tomorrow, but I can stop. Sliding up, right? We slide up, and then we resize the enclosing part. Ha. we slide up, and we also resize the enclosing part. And this what happened. I have this, this, and that's it. I don't have, so he resized the object to automatically show what necessary per page. Correct? See? Because I ask to resize, to slide up, right? And to also resize the enclosing part. So he resized this to show only one page, what it needs to see in one page. So he pretty much he cut this, right? He did this and this automatically. But this also, and he did this. But if I do this, I will never see 2 pages on the record, because if you look this is one record. This is my first record. And this is my second record. Right? See? I have a bigger text on my second record that I have on my first. Right? I have 2 records, but if I go printing, I have 1 page, 2 page, and 3 page. I have 2 records, yes, but 1 record in the field, it needs 2 pages to show everything. So what happened if I add a new record and I put a bigger text, so this, so I have a bigger text here, right? Bigger text. So if I go browse mode, I have my first record, the first page of the second record, the second page of the second record, and then I have the third record, which I have plenty of page. Here he cuts. Why? Is because on my third record, he cuts at the end because this field is not big enough to show all the text. So I can continue and make it bigger this until, don't care. Until 10 pages, 100 pages, whatever, doesn't matter. You can make it as big as you want, right? So now, first record, second record, the second page of the second record, and then I have my third record with all the text here too. And here it doesn't cut because I have enough, because the field it's big enough to show all. But with this option, all the blank is gone with this option here. But all of this will be tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to come with a better summary example. And we're going to finish to explore this, the slide left, the slide up, above, object. I'm going to show you how to play with this, and especially how to play with polls, right? That will be interesting, to play with polls. When you have polls like this on multiple, when you have a layout with text, fields, right? And polls, and also when you have text inside polls, you will see it will be interesting to see what the polls is. It's a pity that this works only on preview mode. I wish it could work on browse mode as well. But did you know that until FileMaker 9, maybe you did not know that, until FileMaker 9, this breaks
Uh-huh.
was working only on preview mode.
Really?
Yes. And on FileMaker 9, they finally made it on browse mode. Before FileMaker 9, the sub-summary sorted by was working on preview mode only. So I always wished that they could come with this on browse mode as well, right? That it gets, get rid of this on browse mode and make the thing bigger if you put more text. But no, they don't want to do that. That was on FileMaker 12. Remember Crunchy Frog? That Crunchy Frog was what's the name? The project name for FileMaker 12. And it was on the requirement, but they never made it. Anyway, so if we don't have any question, we can continue tomorrow.
No, I don't see any at the moment, so I think we're good. Thank you, Nick.
Okay. So see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. my time.
Yep, absolutely. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you shortly.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Gotta actually.
Bye-bye.